in terms of property prices, what's your view on that? And is it a good time for me to invest? Are prices high? Are prices low? Are prices stabilizing? How do prices look in the short term? How do they look in the long run? Would it be, a viable thing for me right now to invest in property instead of other assets?
Yeah. Yes. So right now in the market that we are in, the property market, they say it's a buyer's market, right? Because everyone is under pressure, for obvious reasons, economic conditions. So some people aren't able to, finance or pay, their mortgages, right? So some of them are forced to sell, because, the banks, put pressure on them. And some of the guys, are just landlords who are not making the rental income that they were expecting. So with a lot of properties that are selling, that causes the prices of properties to actually go down. And if you're a South African with cash, it's the best time to sell. I mean, it's the best time to buy, sorry, because the prices will be lower, of course. But what we found out is that in an economy like ours, a lot of people don't have cash to buy property, so they would go the obvious route of going to lend money from the banks to finance those mortgages, right? And if you're looking to buy property right now, it is the best time to buy because the interest rates are down. I'm sure yesterday, I think the Reserve Bank, our governor Mr. Khanyo will actually cut rates again, right? Repo rate, I think it's sitting at 3.25, 3.75? I'm not sure. I have to go back and check. But the repo rates are down, meaning that the rates, normal prime rates, will surely go down, right? Because in this season, banks are also looking for business, right? And any person who wants to purchase or who wants to buy a vehicle, a house, this is the best time to buy right now because the interest rates actually favor the buyer. So it is the best time to buy right now.
Okay, cool. And I mean, for me, it's always important to sort of put a caveat on that, right? And say that when you're looking at property and the prices are low, you shouldn't just buy for the sake of buying, right? I think it should make sense in terms of returns, and it should make sense in terms of your longer term investment goals, right? I think that not everyone should invest in property because maybe you're looking to invest in your business, maybe you're looking to invest in shares, maybe you're looking to invest in mutual funds. There's multiple investments areas in which you can pour your money in. It'd be a calculated decision, right? You don't just go in because things are looking great at the moment. It's a buyer's market, right?
Sure. I think also, when you speak of return on investment, it's important to check, your return on investment on your property compared to how, the markets are going. So if you have a yield that is higher than the market rate, then it is a good investment.
Great. And I mean, I think another thing is that if you look at sort of the property market and you look at its volatility, how it reacts to changes, I think it's quite impressive, like up against what the JSE does. I mean, the stock market is very, very volatile. One thing happened and it's moving up and down, whereas I think property is not as volatile. You can keep honest, right? But I feel like it's not as volatile, especially now because the property market isn't going to be as hard hit as it was in the 2008 financial crisis. I mean, the 2008 financial crisis was because of mortgages, right? Banks were giving
subprime mortgages
loans to everyone who could breathe. I mean, they were not doing a full background check to
due diligence.
This guy or this girl can pay. So I think investing in property in that regard is not so bad because at least it's a bit stable and probably you can use it in different ways. And I mean, everyone needs shelter, right? If you look at Maslow's hierarchy, so it's always a good investment.
Yes. So if now that you've mentioned that, I once read somewhere they said any investment that you can control is actually a good investment. And in this case, property, that is physical property, it's an investment that you can actually control. You charge the rent, you make sure that you get the best rates from the bank, you only pay for, levies, rates, and taxes. However, the listed property was a bit riskier because, those rates are listed on the JC. And depending on where the stock market drives the property sector, it might be detrimental if you see it as an investment.
Awesome.